Hello, everybody. Warm welcome to you once again to my channel. Here we speak to feed the mind. Today, I am going to be looking at the power of loneliness and how it works to your growth. So many times we found ourselves moving into new places, moving into new countries, new environments as a result of our careers or our professions. But today I am just going to look at how one can learn from these situations and enable their mind to grow out of it. So being lonely inside is when you have a feeling of being set aside. This is whereby you start to feel like, you know what, I'm in a different environment and I am surrounded by myself and not by anybody else. Sometimes you might be in your own room and, over and over and over, and it starts to eat your mind. So, I am going to be looking at 7 ways in which you can allow loneliness to help you grow in life. Number one, loneliness enables you to appreciate the presence of people in your life, meaning to say you start to give value to the people that are present in your life or the people that are around you. Meaning to say, you now start to value or you start to give value to the moments that you have had or the moments that you are going to have, in the future. So, loneliness as a feeling, it enables you now to sit down and you say, you know what, I have been taking certain moments or certain people for granted, but now I understand that their presence is important and also is constructive in my life. At that same point, it also enables you to reflect on the people that have been present in your life, how they were bringing value in your life and the impact of their presence in your life. Number two, there is self reflection as a result of loneliness. And this is one of the most important things that you need to understand in your life. That sometimes when you get lonely, it's not always where you need to seek company, where you need to look for people around. But sometimes you have to allow yourself to sit down and to discover yourself in those moments. So you start to learn from your past and you start to look at the things that you would like to avoid getting yourself into again. So it is very important for you to take this time as a time for you to self reflect, as a time for you to look at the things that you need in order to be sustained as you are now taking, the first step towards this new journey. Number three, you need to be observant, meaning to say loneliness enables you to be observant to the people around you. So sometimes when you feel lonely, when you feel like you are isolated from, from various people in your life, it is time for you to realize that, there have been people coming into my life, people have been going out of my life. But what is it that I need in order to grow as a person? What is it that I need in order to look at the next picture, to take the next step? And after you have managed to do this, it is going to come with impact in your life because the more you become observant, you start to understand your values. So when you understand your values, for example, your ethics, your work values, right? The things that you need in order to bring, positive results on the table, you will start to carry yourself surrounded by those ethics, meaning to say the more you go out there, you are going to show those ethics and it is going to allow people around you to learn from you. That's how you are going to attract the like personalities into your life. Also, you need to understand that loneliness enables you to dream, or it's a dreaming place for your mind. Meaning to say, when you are lonely, you have no limits in your life. You are set apart from the society, which is one of the most, dangerous setbacks in our day-to-day lives now. So the more you are outside of this society, the more you are outside of your associates, You are now seated, you are now having your own thoughts. As a result of loneliness, you start to understand that you have a room for you to dream. You have a room for you to think of the things that you need in your life. So loneliness can be something that's positive towards you becoming someone who is flexible enough to meditate. So you start to meditate over your life as a result of loneliness. You also need to understand that there is a sense of responsibility as a result of loneliness in your life. Hear me out, as a young boy, as a young man, as a young girl, as a young lady. This is what you need to understand. Sometimes you are going to be in places where you feel lonely. Sometimes you are going to find yourself in places where it's you and different cultures around. But what you need to understand is there is a sense of responsibility that comes as a result of loneliness. This is whereby you start to face your reality. This is whereby you start to question yourself, why am I in this environment? What is it that I need to get out of this environment that's positive or that's constructive to my life? That's number one. Number two, you face your expectations. What are the things am I expected to do? What are the things am I expected to achieve? So these ideas, they are coming as a result of you feeling lonely, because you realize in most cases when we feel lonely, we start to think, we start to feel like our mind is flexible enough to think. You also need to understand that when you feel lonely, as a result of the sense of responsibility which comes, there is an overview. What is an overview at this point? This is whereby you look at your environment. This is where you start to say, okay, these are the things that I need to be sustained. These are the people from my background that have expectations. So loneliness becomes a reminder of the people back at home. What is it that these people are expecting me to do? That's number one. Number two, as a result of loneliness, what is it that this new environment is expecting me? Number three, what is it that my goals or my dreams are expecting me to be doing while I am in this position? Meaning to say, the sense of responsibility comes as a result of loneliness. And after you have managed to be honest with yourself, you start to identify the expectations from your background and how you are going to meet those expectations, the expectations as well from your environment, your new environment, and the things that you need to be sustained in order to meet those expectations. Number six, you identify your challenges. So loneliness enables you to sit or to stand in a position whereby you start to identify the things that you are facing as challenges in your life. Number one, the setbacks that you have been having in the past. Number two, the setbacks that you are having in the new environment. Number three, the things that you need in order to encounter these setbacks. Meaning to say, you now need to adapt to new culture, you now need to adapt to new environments. But what's going to sustain you as a result of loneliness is yourself being able to identify the challenges. So there are things that are going to be discouraging in this new journey. There are things that are going to be discouraging at this new environment, but you need to understand that once you identify the things in the new environment or in the past that has been challenges, negative challenges in your life, you start to allow your mind to grow. You start to allow your mind to adapt to things that can help you grow as an individual in life. Number seven, the importance of faith or belief. It is at this point when you are lonely in your life where you start to see the importance of faith. Meaning to say, religion is going to play an important role in helping you to be sustained. You are going to grow in faith as a result of loneliness. So sometimes we find ourselves lonely and we leave our beliefs and we leave our religion and we start to engage into new things that are destructive, hoping that those things are going to bring a change in our life. But hear me out today. It is when you feel lonely, when you start to discover and understand the importance of faith in your life, the importance of religion in your life. Number 8, an idea of your relevance or your impact. So loneliness helps you understand how much you were important or how much your presence was relevant to the people from your past or the people in your present environment. So you need to look at what is it that I am bringing to these people? What is it that I have been bringing to these people? And the moment you identify those things, you are going to try by all means to grow in those things, because you will know that these are the things that are bringing a positive impact to the people around me. Hear me out. When you move into a new environment, you are going to face different people. You are going to encounter different challenges. But loneliness is one of those things that you are going to face on a day to day basis. And I want you to remember that when you start to master these things, you are going to allow yourself to grow as a result of loneliness. Never allow loneliness to take away your dreams. Never allow loneliness to lead you into ways that you will regret one day in life, but allow loneliness to be a place of dreaming. Allow it to be a feeling or an emotion that is going to allow you to be observant to your past and your present and the things that you need in your future. Don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel. I am going to be bringing more videos trying to feed your mind, trying to look at the things that we need as we are growing, as we are starting to face more responsibilities coming in our lives. Thank you so much. Go and like to my YouTube channel.